guys? I'm here for a new video. A lot of you guys asked me to make a video on how to prop paladin, how the rotation works, how to use your tools, and I'll do it right here for you. So this video might be more informatic and less edited, but I did a lot of edit beforehand, so that's why it took so long to come out probably. So I'll step right into the work. Um, First of all, the talents it's the same as always. This is just for wool PvP. I prefer using the mobility build. So Cavalier and Consecrated Ground and Unbound Freedom will give you a head course for mobility and running. I didn't tell you guys the new conduits. So you play Mad Duke as of this week as they buffed the last row. Before you had to play this one, but those are the conduits. Don't mind if this one is 226. I used an exploit for these two to get the 226 on day one of Battle for of Shadowlands. And yeah, if you guys cannot get these, I would consider using Hallow Discernment instead of this. And instead of Echoing Blessing, you would go probably Resolute Defender here or Golden Path. Okay, that's it for the conduits. So how do you play Prop Paladin? I'll first queue up for a skirm and show you how you do inside the skirm. Okay, guys, here we are inside the arena. So first of all, how do you prepare? Either you use Devotion or Crusader, or depending on if you want to have a head start into their ground or just wait behind. So sometimes I'll use Crusader just to jump into them before they can stealth, like with Ashen, and just get it the Ashen. Or most of the time I will play Devotion Aura as a passive. Here I'm gonna go Cavalier because it's a Windwalker. He can run. I will also use Consecrated Ground because I want a 1v2. I'll tell this guy. I will 1v2. Um, okay, we'll get on this. Mount. You want to mount up always. You're not gonna. You wanna. I'll show you how you do it. So you jump as you come out of the arena, so you can get. You'll see. You jump, you get a hammer, triple blessed hammer, then you're ready. I'll get another one because he's not pushing in. And then you seraphim wings, you hodge, then you ashen hallow so you don't get kicked, and then you get your full damage with a knock and a kill. So that's how it works. But normally there's more players, so they kind of have something to kick me. Like if there was a fire mage on the enemy team, I would have to bubble to get the ashen out and one shot the windwalker. The windwalker wouldn't have been able to use his karma because I was bubbled. So that's how you destroy windwalkers. I'll do more and we'll see how it goes. So I'll just show it on the dummies because this guy flopped. But most of the time you want to have your consecration under you. I see the tournament the Drainer really bad. He doesn't use his consecration at all and he lost a match because of that. You need to have consecration. It does damage and it reduces your damage taken with your mastery. And with the proc of this Mad Duke, your mastery is gonna reduce your damage taken by 20% when it procs. So when you're inside that soothing shade, you place your consecration, and you're literally a tank. You do not take damage. So that's what's important there. That's why I play the Mad Duke, because it's always a defensive whenever it procs, and it makes you do a lot more damage. What else? What else? Using your taunt is really good. Most of the time, I won't use it that much, but like if you have to taunt off, like if you're playing with a rogue, for example, you can taunt off the pet from the hunter, the warlock, or the priest, just to get that rogue re-stealth. Um, Out of that, what else? Always get your holy power full maxed because you never know if you're gonna get stunned, sit a stun, then you can come out and double Word of Glory, which is gonna cap you back to full. So that's important. Um, what else? You can bait Ashen, like just Ashen, like this, and then you get kicked. So you just wait, then you burst, because most of the time they will kick your ashen because they don't want you to one shot them. So they're not positioned yet, so they're gonna kick you, and you're gonna take that, and you're not locked on holy, so you can still do everything you normally do, and then you burst him with the ashen with no kick available from the enemy team, and one shot them with your 2 DPS. Most of the time I would play with 2 DPS. Playing with a healer is safer. If you're playing with a disciplined priest, it's really good because he can dark arc and PI you. You can guardian yourself, so you cannot get dispel on the PI, and you just one shot with your ashen that cannot get kicked because you have guardian. So here comes another arena. We're facing a disc, an Esprit, and a red pally. You see, this is where you go spellward. Always spellward against this. Like, I don't see they're all magic. They can dispel bop. You want to go this. I'll go Guardian against this because you see, they can MD it, but like Unbound Freedom here won't help us because they don't move. They don't have any mobility class. They don't have a Windwalker. They don't have a Druid. So we're gonna be better with just a Guardian. Okay, Altal, go Disc. We want to go healer most of the time because we do insane burst damage. We're gonna get all the cooldowns from the priest, and then the priest will be playing super defensive the whole game. We have a DH here. He might be able to one-shot if he's playing the hunt, so we'll see about that. Okay, so the same thing. You hop and you jump and you get the head start with your hammers. I will knock the priest here. Okay, I'm gonna Hodge. Here I can Ashen. Yeah, we got the... Now I can silence. And here we get the dub. You see, it's really easy. Because in Ashen, you cannot die, by the way. Guys, if you're in your consecration in Ashen, you will not die. Do not pop anything. You should not die. And then I got one shot. Wow. Because the red just got a shield vengeance procs. Nice. My healer didn't keep me up. He has 22k HP. Nice job, bro. How did my Ashen do me damage? They should win this. It's a Shaman and a DH. These guys have way too much gear. What the hell is this? But you saw. This guy just got lucky with a crit on his Shield of Vengeance, sadly. Is the DH actually gonna lie? Like, what is going on? Shaman. More gear. We take the L because our two partners have no gear. They have 20k HP. We cannot carry this. These guys just did so much damage and I did not get healed. Why did my... Oh, there. Yeah, so you see, our healer did not do anything. So that's how you're supposed to do it. Normally I shouldn't have to pop anything. If your healer is good, you should not have to pop anything. It's just I just logged in today, so do not have the reflexes of just bubbling at 1% HP because a Shield of Vengeance just popped me for half my HPs. Okay, guys, welcome back. Okay, here I can 1v2. I'll tell him. I'll 1v2. You see, twos for Prot Paladin is really easy. You do not lose twos normally, as long as they're bad. Here, I like going Unbound Freedom because the priest could just purge my freedom and the druid could just root beam me. So I like using Unbound Freedom to catch up to the druid or cut corners to the priest. So Guardian won't be useful. He can MD Guardian now if they're good. We expect people to be good in a skirm, but I'm just planning for twos if you're fighting. Like this could actually be played in twos at a really high MMR. I am 2400. I am the best, like the second best prot in 2's NA right now. I don't push. I just did it for the fun carrying a fire mage. See, I'm dispelling myself right now because he has a. Well, the rogue's done. We're gonna silence him. We're gonna stun him. He void shift too. We're gonna freedom our rogue. We're gonna double purge. Okay, we're gonna spell with our rogue because these guys are try hard pre-made. You see, you said we're gonna heal this guy, even if it's just a little. We're gonna stun this guy. He's dead. You see how I use damage with my shield to kill? It's actually better to use your shield if they're low HP than using seraphim. Seraphim will put you back. So you see my damage right now. I'm really by far doing top damage because I use judgment only. That's what most prods don't know how to play with is judgment. Judgment does so much damage from BFA season 1 to now. It does insane damage. Okay, I'll skip to the next arena and show you a better approach. Okay guys, here we are in the new skirmish. So I'll tell this rogue I will 1v2. I just want to show you guys a 1v2 situation. So you see here, I'm going to play Steed and Consecrated Ground. I use this build for 1v2. I want to play Unbound Freedom because the Windwalker could just kite me the whole game if after we end up in a 1v1 situation. So I do not want that. I will use Unbound Freedom to keep ahead of him. You will always want to prepare before. So what I told you guys as of now is you jump out of the arena, you get your 3 holy powers for your seraphim. You always want to play seraphim. There's no point in using those 2 others. They kind of suck. Like guys, if you want to be the omega prot, you want to play seraphim. You want to get your ashen hallow. So here he's coming in middle. I'm using my seat of glory. I'm walking back so they cannot kick it. These people are dead. I'm the consecration. I always want to prioritize my big damage before I can consecration, but when I do not have my big damage, I will use my consecration. So what I showed you guys right here, that was really fast. I Steed of Glory the open. He Hodge and AoE stun. They used their CC on my Steed because they didn't know that they could not CC with my Steed. So I had a full opening on them. Then I could re-Steed out of that because they cannot slow me, so they couldn't run away. So they didn't plan on running away because I still had another Steed. And then what I did is I full bursted with a Hodge. He trinketed the Hodge and I silenced him out. So he could not Word of Glory back to full HP. And he was in a bop. So he bopped himself and the bop just doesn't do anything to a prop paladin. We do holy damage. So is there dummies here? That is a good question. I'm gonna look for a dummy. My father just gave me nachos. I thank him. Okay, we have dummies here. So when there's many people, you still prioritize judgment. I don't see why you wouldn't focus on one target. Then you want to use your Avenger shield if you do not have your silence to use soon. Your silence, as I didn't show it, but I played with my silence around my silence. So I would never Avenger shield if I didn't have to silence soon. If I wanted a silence, I would not press this and I would press only Judgment and Bless Hammer. If I wanted to do a setup. Like if Seraphim is 5 second on cooldown, I'm not gonna Avenger Shield and put a 15 second cooldown on my burst. I will just silence Then I will use my wings, seraphim, and my hammers of wrath, and I can stun out of the silence. Most of the time, I will hodge first, but sometimes if the DPS or healer is running away from me, it's better to silence them and so they cannot heal while I'm doing my range damage. Like if I'm judgement spamming him to mid HP, because your judgement hits like really hard. It's 7k. Like two judgment, you already got him like 75. Then another two judgment, he's already 50%. So then I will silence, so he cannot get a word of glory, whatever, a penance or a regrowth. And with that, he will keep running, but my Steed of Glory will catch up to him. And then I can hodge him out of that silence and burst him again. I'll queue up again, and I'll show you in another arena how to do real damage as prot. Okay guys, here is our last arena. I will tell this DPS, I will 1v2, please do not interfere. So what I want to show you guys is how to play prot most optimally, because most prots, like I saw in the tournament, do not know how to actually play prot. I have years and years of experience as prot, and I learned how to do the top damage as prot. I'm the most highest DPS prot in the game, and I will show you how. Um, First, you learn your bless hammer. You learned what I play for 1v2s. You learn when to silence and what to prioritize. Always prioritize your judgment, then your avengers shield, and here I come. So here's a hunter. So what you want to do is play the open with the hunter. The hunter will try to get a trap on you. If the hunter plays the open, he's not going to be able to kite around the pillar. And if he actually does what? He's going for my Windwalker, which is annoying because I'm trying to fight here. This guy is can you not? Okay, I'm gonna one shot him. Okay, no. Be my guest. So you see how this works? Is you just do two hammers and they're dead because they have no gear and they suck. So I would like to show you in twos, but I will have to make a separate video for that because my twos partner has not been on for like 2 weeks. So I only got 2400 by pugging for luck, and after we got Gladiator, we kind of stopped playing twos. So I will make a separate video on that. But what you guys have to understand is you don't need to use your defensives that are right here on my app. Guardian, Bop, Bubble. When you Ashen, your Ashen should keep you if you have a healer or DPS peeling for you. And what else? Unbound Freedom, really good now. Guardian has been kind of nerfed because you can MD and Shatter throw it. So normally what I would do is I would Guardian, bait the Shatter or the MD, then I could bubble. But now it really doesn't have a purpose for that because they will actually MD and bubble. So it kind of sucks. What else? I would play Hand of Protector if you want to actually 2v2. Cavalier is really good if there's no caster. If there's a Red Paladin or Windwalker, do not go Spellward. Cavalier would be better because you can run after the Windwalker. You cannot get stunned by the two when they're trying to set up, and you can bob the Karma and kill the Windwalker. Most of the time, people will play Spellward as they see one um, magic damage, but unless like if it's a priest, for sure you go Spellward. Anything that can dispel, like a shaman, a priest, a hunter, anything that can dispel Bop, you will go Spellward. Even if it's a hunter pharaoh, if it's a hunter pharaoh, I would tell you to go Bop, just because you can cavalier the pharaoh out. But if they're playing with this priest, I'm gonna go spell word because the hunter does magic damage and the praise does magic damage, and that can save you like when they're trying to kill. Sometimes the spell word will be way more useful than the like you can spell word as the hunter throws his trap. The trap will not activate, and you will save a lot of defensives on that freezing trap. I'm just checking my quest here. So if you guys have any questions on how to prop Paladin in the future, ask them in the comment section right below. And please subscribe. Please follow me on and like the video. I will do more videos on Prop Pally, and if you ever have questions or want to add me on BattleNet, I will accept any request. If I'm not full, here is my battle tag, Mortalox, hashtag 1937. It will not change. So just add me, and we can discuss any questions on Prot Pally.